What do you think is the most important injury in the offense right now?
Raheem Mostert.
Yeah.
Raheem Mostert. I think that he is the engine of that offense right now because he has such a unique skill set. He is really strong. He has really fast legs. He is explosive. I think there's no one else in this roster right now who is as explosive and as strong and fast as Mostert is. That he has such a unique skill set right now. The only reason why I wouldn't say he's an elite player is because he's really, really injury prone.
Right. But when he's healthy and on the field and the Niners are giving him the ball consistently, they're really hard to beat. I mean, they can beat anyone. And when they don't have him, it's almost like they have to discover or invent a way to win a game that's not comfortable for them. They have to pass more. They have to get the ball to players they don't trust as much.
Yeah, and we saw that last week. After Mostert went out from the game, it was like we don't have a big plan for that. Right. The offense struggled after that. We had to give the ball into Jimmy's hands, who is not so confident and still not consistent enough to win harder matches.
Right. So we're talking about injuries. Big picture, is there something you're noticing with the way the Niners? I mean, we talked about the training staff. Was there something about the outside zone that you wanted to mention?
I became one of my friends asked a question last week, and it was, what do I think could the inside and outside zone scheme that we are using cause injuries in the offensive line? And I did the research about it. I have spoken with physiotherapists, with doctors about it. We analyzed the game while we are using outside zone and when we are not. It's important to say that outside and inside zone blocking right now is a trend in the NFL. Last year, 3 of the 4 teams from the AFC and NFC championships were using mostly more than 55% of their run game, the inside and outside zone. And
easy to install. It's real easy to install. Yeah. Simple stuff.
Yeah. And you don't have to use a prototype offensive linemen, so they can be undersized because you can easily make double and triple teams in the defense. But there's a concern because our offensive linemen have to move much more than a normal offensive lineman does.
True.
And
more running, yes.
Yeah, they have to do blocks even on the second and sometimes on the third level. And we use a lot of tackle pulls and things like that where they must run so much more as well. Yeah.
Yep.
And the reason, because that's a concern, is that offensive linemen are not born, they are made. Their body type is not natural. It's artificially built up. We saw that when there was some retired offensive linemen who lost a lot of weight.
Joe Staley
retired.
Joe Staley currently looks like he weighs 210 pounds. You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
He looks like you.
And that's such an unnatural shape. And it puts a lot of stress into their legs, mainly onto the lower parts of the legs. Last year, Staley broke his fibula, as I remember, and McGlinchey has also some knee problems.
Yep.
This year, Richburg is just getting healthier after those surgeries.
Trent Williams has an ankle injury.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So what I want to say that is the offensive linemen are hard or a high-risk position when we are talking about leg injuries. But if we are using zone blocking schemes, we put so much more stress onto their legs that it would be a huge problem in the future. I think right now we don't have a huge sample of teams that were using zone blocking schemes only for more than 5 or 10 years. There were some, I think, Denver Broncos with Mike Shanahan and other teams like that. But what doctors said and what the physiotherapists said was they don't think that these linemen can keep up the high level of play in the NFL for more than 8 or 7 years.
Right. It's just so demanding. They have to eat more than they should. They have to run more than they should at that weight. Everything about it is unnatural. Very interesting.
Yeah, and most of the injuries are stress injuries.
Yes.
So they are having some micro injuries which you can not see when you are doing simple scanning with the medical staff. But if they are just stressing those injuries more and more and more, they could be big. They could become bigger, and that's what's happening right now, I think.
That's a very interesting consideration. The other thing with the injuries, we've talked about it before, is the setbacks.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, the Niners, like, if you get a serious injury, there's like a 1 in 2 chance that you're going to have like 8 setbacks. Ronald Blair, he tore his ACL last year. He re-signed with the 49ers on a 1-year deal. God knows why. Maybe because he trusted the training staff. Comes back, has a setback. They try to like fast forward him, fast track him to week 1. Doesn't work. Now he may not play at all. It's like, do you wonder if he regrets signing with the 49ers or if he wishes he had gone to another team so he could have had a better chance to get back on the field?
I'm absolutely sure about that.
What is going on?
I don't know. Kai said that they messed up something in his leg. I was
what?
Like, what the heck?
What does that mean? Yeah. You're a professional. You're a professional football organization. You're messing things up consistently. I don't understand what's going on with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bad sign. I mean, how many people have had to start? Also, what does that mean for Nick Bosa? Everyone's assuming Nick Bosa is going to be back week 1 next year.
He had an ACL before, and they repaired it, and he could use it 100%. I think right now he could be a bit concerned, and I'm a bit concerned as well.